today, I'm gonna show you how to become like this. To this of playing Strongest Battlegrounds properly. So of course, when joining the Strongest Battlegrounds, you are immediately will be killed by pros that is higher level than you. You really can't avoid these things in the start, so I need you to force your anger because it will really not going to do anything. Since you watched this video, I think you can avoid things like that when joining a public server for a first time. Luckily, the private server is free on the Strongest Battlegrounds, so you have a peaceful practice where no one can beat you until you leave. So let's go to the level 1 of how you can become pro in a right way. Level 1 Punching. Punching is the main aspect in the game. We always use this, and the only thing you can play this game is to master this skill. But I actually have a way of how to master this skill. There are 3 different ways you can punch in the Strongest Battlegrounds. The first one is the basic kick, where you punch the enemy 3 times and you will kick the player away from you. The second one is the slam. This kick makes your opponent kiss the ground. And the last one is the uppercut. This punch technique is liked by a lot of players in the Strongest Battlegrounds because it makes your combo continuously. And if you're gonna ask me some question of how can I improve my punching technique properly, is do it repeatedly. I mean of repeatedly, is do it 100 times. I'm not actually kidding, but you can do it 50 times if you're lazy enough. By doing this many times, you will get the hang of it. So, you finally mastered the punching skill in this game. No, you did not. You still have more to practice. After doing the practice repeatedly, you need to join a public server and beat everyone with only your punch only, using the 3 technique I told you earlier, which is the basic kick, slam, and uppercut. Don't use any abilities because this can break your practice, since it will distract you. This is the only way to master the Strongest Battlegrounds properly. Master the skills one by one, and after that you finally mastered one of the important skills in this game. Congratulations, you finally moving on to level 2. Level 2, Dashing. Dashing is one of the important thing too. If you didn't master this skill, you might always lose in every fight. There is a 4 dash in this game. The first one is front dash. The second one is the roll dash. The third one and the fourth one is the basic side dash. Basic side dash is the most essential one of the dashes because this is the skill that can control the fight. So you finally understand all the basic dashes. Now let's move on to the dash technique. We have basic dash technique in our list, which is circle dash, L dash, back-to-back dash, and lastly V-dash. I recommend mastering the circle dash because this dash is morely important than the other ones. Circle dash is the dash technique where you dash a circle form around the enemy. L-dash is L-dash shape. Back-to-back dash is the roll dash where you roll back and go back to the enemy. And the last one is V-dash where you dodge the dash of the enemy and go back. I have a good fact from mastering this skill. To master this skill, it can take for 1 week to master. Not only for week, I think for months, but you can actually do a circle dash properly in like 3 days or above that. The way to actually master this skill is repeat practice, like dashing in a circle form on the dummy, and do it like for a lot of times. Take your time to master this, because after doing it for 100 times like the punching we did earlier, it's your time to join the public server and use this. Since we already practiced the punch technique, it's your time to use the dash and punch together, because you really can't practice dash because it don't deal damage. So at the same time we practice our punch and our dash, killing people with dash and punch only for many times. After practicing for so many hours, it's time to rest, because we are still not done yet. Level 3 equals blocking. In this game, you don't only attack, you also defend yourself if someone is attacking you. This can also cancel their dash. If you didn't, you will really get destroyed in no time. And I know it will really take you for more than 1 week to fully use this properly, so you really need a faster reaction. Use the punch skill and the dash only. Don't try to even use your abilities in the game. We only need to focus in the dashing and punch, and also blocking. So, if you're going to ask me some question to how can I use block properly is, tip number 1, only block if someone is dashing towards you. Tip number 2, only block if your dash is really far away to avoid getting punched. Tip number 3, this is the predict block and the most stressful technique I've practiced. This is the technique where you predict people is going to punch you. By playing Strongest Battlegrounds and doing this at the same time, you finally mastered the blocking. And yeah, after mastering one of the blocking technique, you can move on to the advanced blocking, which is the predict block. Level 4 combo. For level 4, this is the time where you learn about combos of every character. Not every character, but I need you to choose a 1 character that will suit you. For example, you're going to main Guru, which is the hero hunter. You're going to experiment things of how you can connect these abilities and make a combo to not make the enemy escape from you. I really recommend learning some techniques in YouTube. There is a lot of videos about Guru combo, Saitama combo, and others characters you want to learn. I need you to pick a one-shot combo that is a beginner-friendly, where you can easily do the combo and get no problems. And I need you to, yeah, you already know ... Repeat practice ... Do the combo a lot of times, and this is your time to go to the public again and do the combo you practicing. Do this for a lot of times, and congratulations, you moved on the level 5. Level 5 equals adapting. This technique is important, but got ignored by a lot of people. You really can't win a fight if you don't know how to adapt playstyle of people. There is a way where you can adapt very easily. So first focus on the fight and analyze the moves he's always repeating. If he did the move again, you can counter it easily. There is also a counter abilities person, where they spam their counter abilities to avoid getting hit. And also you need to know what is the person playstyle like. If they are offensive, defensive, or bold. This is one of the important skills you need to focus on. And finally, you already mastered the strongest Battlegrounds basic, and you are ready to move on advanced moves. Subscribe and see you later.